Hi, welcome to the garden. The summer corn is making ears. We still got 24 days left of summer. It's nice and warm. Mornings are nice and cool. So what do? We plant. Right in here I had pumpkins, and kind of on the outside we had cucumbers. We were able to harvest cucumbers through the fence, if you remember that. And then we got a couple really nice pie pumpkins out of this, but they've died back now. We got a volunteer bean that came up. We got a volunteer turmeric. And for some reason I planted a pepper right here. But now we have this open trellis. Well, we've got our grape that's coming across here. We're gonna go ahead and prune that back. We've got kind of an open area right here. So just like everything else, I'm just gonna pull that mulch down in the soil. We're gonna plant a couple things right here. I've got a big enough area to plant some peas, and I've got a small enough area here to put lettuce in that we can use a mini greenhouse. Up here against the fence, we're going to plant some peas. But what you need to look at right now is when's your first frost date. Right here in 7A/B, northeastern Oklahoma, I've got till October 31st, which gives me just 60 days. The thing about peas is they're cold hardy. And they'll take the first couple little frosts, especially on a trellis where I can put some plastic over the top. So anything that you're going to plant right now, even though it's still summer, you want to take that first frost into consideration. Nice soil contact. And I'm going to put just a light little bit of soil back over them. And we'll come back and water those. But right here, look how nice and soft that soil is. This is one of our lettuces that is also cold hardy from what I understand. We can go ahead and cover this with one of those plastic totes, a little mini greenhouse if we need to protect them. We should be able to eat lettuce all the way through December. I'm planting the Sylvia pretty heavy. We've been very successful at transplanting these into small containers and taking them up to the house. So anything that we transplant here and it gets really cold, we'll have them in the greenhouse. I think we're going to have lettuce all year long. I'm going to give these a drink, but I'm not going to put any mulch over the lettuce. If you remember, lettuce is one of those that do not push up through mulch very well. And I'm going to take some of this mulch, I'm just going to put it back around there. So I'm going to give that a little bit more. Our peas are good. Our lettuce is good. Now let's go take a look at the lettuce we planted the other day. The lettuce here doesn't like to push up through the mulch, so I didn't put any mulch back here. So anywhere that is bare, things are going to start growing. You see how, and I got sweet potatoes coming in here. Oh, I got butternuts trying to root in here. And since it's still summer, you got plenty of time to plant lettuce, radishes, a few things. I mean, we haven't had these in the ground very long. Just look how nice that lettuce is up underneath that butternut squash vine. Look, we even have a little amaranth coming up. Beets are doing fine. The thing is, in the deep mulch, anywhere you pull that mulch back, you want to make sure you water, especially when you got babies in. One of the other nice things about butternut squash is if it makes it through the bugs, they start putting on real nice squash. We got several nice ones running down in through there. Our biggest problem is we got butternut squash growing in the sweet potato patch. And we might have a couple great big ones by frost to gather seeds off of. Around 3 of our squash are putting on female flowers. We're going to have squash just directly. We're coming up on Labor Day weekend. Our tomatoes are doing just fine. Obviously we don't have time to plant any more tomatoes this year. But there's still a lot of things you can plant. And I hope you're planning to plant over this weekend. I know I am. Now I've shown you a couple of things that we've already planted. They're doing well. Today we got a couple more things in the ground. There's quite a few more things that we can still get in and still have a harvest before it freezes hard. There's a bunch of cold weather crops we'll anticipate putting those mini greenhouses on. We should be able to eat all winter long. I hope you join me for that. And if you'd like to learn a little bit more about the deep mulch, click that link right there and I'll meet you back in the garden. If you want to learn about the living soil, click that link right there and I'll meet you right back in the garden. And until next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.